all of these outside edge pieces are solved. The next thing I'm going to do is the white outside edge pieces. This is reasonably hard to explain, but it's not so hard to actually do. There's a few things to remember. The first one is that the only outside edge pieces that are going to be broken away from their inside circle corners are the ones in the middle layer. The next thing is to remember where you're going to be getting your inside circle corners from. The available places to get them from are in this layer, on the top face, and on the down face. These ones across here are all solved, and I'm going to leave my yellow edges in that bottom layer. They may end up flipped over, but I'm going to maintain them in that layer as much as possible to keep those circle corners solved. The other thing to remember is that I can move any of these edges around in a through cycle, and hence move them anywhere around the cube without disrupting any of the relationships of the circle corners of any solved pieces. So let's see if we can put those things together and have a bit of a go at solving our white outside edges. The first thing I'm going to do is to look in the white face and see what inside circle corners are available to me. I'm going to pick on this red one, and I know that a blue outside edge piece is going to receive a red one, so I'm going to line my piece up with the blue face, and because it's the right way up, I know that it needs to go here. If I replace one of these pieces with my down, down, up, up cycle, my red piece needs to go there. I can place that on there, and then I'll check underneath to see if this piece is correct. Now if I've just placed red, that means by logic that that must be orange, so that's incorrect. I'm going to flip this piece upside down by down, down, up, up in the yellow layer, and rotating it around and putting it in upside down, 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 up, up. Now I told you I was going to mess these edges up, not displace them, but flip them over, so they're not displaced out of this layer. Now I'm going to turn the cube back upside down, and I'll need an orange piece for there. That orange piece there does not belong on that piece. A white or a yellow piece belongs on all of these, and I'm not even going to bother keeping them in order at the moment. Now I'm going to replace this back up on the white face, and I'm going to choose a piece that's obviously wrong. This orange piece is obviously wrong. It shouldn't have a white piece on it, so I'm going to move that around and perform down, down, up, up to replace that into the top layer. And if I just leave it there, it can't be broken up. Now that I've got my orange outside edge piece there, I'm going to have a look and see what colour it needs to receive. It needs to receive a blue piece. So if I put that back, I'm going to have a look around. There's no blue pieces there, by the way, or there. So I'm going to have a look around and see a green piece does not have a blue piece on it. So I'm going to put that down here, down, down, up, up, and my blue piece will come off of that and onto the orange piece. And the orange piece has a yellow piece on top of it. That's wrong, so I'm going to flip it down, down, up, up, flip, down, down, up, up, and I need to find a green piece for that. Now a blue piece does not have a green piece on it. Down, down, up, up, and I'm going to put that green piece on my orange piece. Now I have that orange outside edge piece completely solved. I'm starting to get a few outside edge pieces down here that I'm going to want to restore back up into the white face so that I can keep the pieces together. But my piece that belongs in the middle layer is over here. How I'm going to bring this piece over is by exchanging down, down, up, up to bring this one over, and then placing it down, down, up, up, and all of my white edges, my white outside edges are up in the white face, and all of my middle layer edge pieces are back in the middle layer. Now I'm going to check these outside edge pieces to see if they're all solved. I'm going to line up the orange one with the orange centre, and the green one is correct and the blue one is correct. I'm going to line up the red one with the red centre, and it's flipped upside down, so this one should be green and this one blue, and they are. The next one I'm going to do is the blue outside edge piece. It's also upside down, so this one needs to be orange and red, and green is the last one. It's also upside down, that should be red and orange also. I've now solved all of my white outside edge pieces and conserved all of my yellow outside edge pieces. The pieces remaining are these outside edge pieces in the middle layer. You'll notice that the inside circle corners are all yellow and white. So now all I have to do is trade between this and this to make sure that I get them in the correct position. I'm just going to go and put them all in the correct place by using this layer, because it's just like a circle cube. I won't muck anything up by moving these pieces around. So I'm going to go down, down, up, up, move this one into position, down, down, up, up, move this one into position, down, down, up, up, and these two need switching, down, down, up, up, to pull it out, down, down, up, up, to place it, down, down, up, up. Now this is going to make it a little bit easier for me to see exactly what needs switching with what, and I can quickly have a look and see what arrangement I've got. Now I've got one outside edge piece solved correctly, and this one over here will be solved if I can get a white onto it. So if I flip this one upside down, I can now rotate my whites around because those two are diagonally opposite, and I'll have two solved. Next I'll flip this one back up the right way, exchange the white piece for that piece, flip this piece upside down, do two turns of the top layer, and then put this one back in the correct way. And I've solved all of my yellows and all of my whites, and I've maintained this middle layer. My cube is now solved as a circle cube, and I can go on and solve it as a circle cube, but be careful not to disrupt this layer and destroy these pieces. My little trick in returning that last outside edge piece into position in this layer was to make sure that I had all of my white inside circle corners solved in that face, so that I can now turn my inside edges into their correct position without disrupting any other pieces. Now this is just going to be a normal circle cube solve. I just turned that piece off into that layer, turn it up the correct way and turn it down. This piece and I've solved my white cross. For the circle cube, after you complete the first two layers, I just use soon to place these. One's placed. Now they're all placed. Then I use my method from the edges first to orientate the corners. And then I use R2, U2, R, D, R, U2, R, D minus R, and we're solved.